The conflict with the Palestinians is about distrust more than anything else, Finance Minister Yair Lapid said at the Jerusalem Post diplomatic conference on Thursday. Lapid presented his party's view on the path to peace to the hundreds of diplomats gathered at Herzliya's Daniel Hotel.
The problem is not technical. And the problem, and I know this is blasphemy now, is not even with the Israeli settlements or with the Palestinian terror. The problem is dealing with borders and security arrangements and maps, but it's not about borders and security arrangements and maps. The problem is about fear. The problem is about mistrust. The problem is with past traumas and anxieties. The problem is with hate and pain and bad memories. The problem is this is not a real dialogue, but two monologues. Because the Israelis and the Palestinians are talking about two very different things. The Israelis want peace and security. And the Palestinians want peace and justice. It sounds similar, but this is a whole different set of feelings and emotions. Nobody talks about it because nobody knows how to quantify feelings and emotions. But this is the real text of the conflict. How can people who do not believe a word of each other sign an agreement? How can people who hate and fear each other talk about coexistence? How can we ask people who suffer from a trauma to trust the exact same people who are the cause of this exact same trauma? Can ask the Israelis forget that after the disengagement, after we have evacuated the Gaza Strip, the Palestinians, instead of building hospitals and schools and reach out for peace, has built training camps for the Islamic Jihad and showered the Israeli south with thousands of missiles, aiming only at inoffensive civilians. They had a chance, and they blew it, by all means. And on the same way, can they, the Palestinians, forget for a moment that a second before peace was implemented, a fanatic Jew has assassinated the Israeli prime minister, and all promises were not fully filled? Can they ignore the fact that there are here in Israel voices, horrible voices, illegitimate voices, that are calling to expel them from the land and perpetuate forever the position as second-rate citizens?
The finance minister also said a map with final borders is necessary, and that map must include security arrangements for Israel and will lead to the evacuation of tens of thousands of settlers from the West Bank.